some of the industry firsts are a multi-touch capacitive screen. Easy, quick fling gestures through the different homepage screens that you'd have on the center stack. Really nice, large, beautiful icons, graphically rich, obviously large text, just beautiful graphics that the customer can see and just quickly tag those, from a glance. Huge target areas on the screen. We also have an industry first with the proximity sensors. So as you see there, as my hand comes towards these sensors, additional information comes up on the display to do the thumb up and thumb down. And so you can see when I take my hand away, it's very simply laid out. I don't know how much simpler it could be.
Right.
And as your hand reaches in for it,
gotcha,
you get all these contextual controls that you can then manipulate.
Cool. Very cool.
Let's let it fade out.
Yeah.
And as you come in,
that's cool.
And it's all contextually based as well. So we consistently have an app tray. We call this the app tray along the top. You can reconfigure that. There's a mode in the settings where you can actually
shift things around.
Cool. And set it up to your preferences. But that's just a quick way to get back to your audio screen, let's say, or your navigation screen, or your phone. That just keeps consistently coming up. It's always in the same place and consistently comes up every time.
Gotcha.
The controls along the bottom, like when we're in an audio screen, these interaction selector controls is what we call this here. These reconfigure themselves. We even have this cool little feature here where you can toggle between
that's neat.
Seek and Tune.
Yeah.
If that's how you want to browse your media or the music that you have on there. Another industry first is haptic feedback
for
on the faceplate.
Through the.
So as you touch the faceplate, you actually get a pulse.
Okay.
Through the face. I don't know if you want to try it out, but as you press, you get like a little pulse, and what that does is help increase the confidence for the consumer.
Right.
But they've actually pressed a function instead of maybe hitting something on a capacitive faceplate or something like that, and you're not sure if you've really
executed whatever you wanted to do. Right.
This is just more of a confirmation for the customer that they've hit that button.
Yeah.
Another first for us is if you press and hold this bar at the bottom, this faceplate actually opens up and reveals almost 2 liters of storage. Let's get back on shore here. Not sure it's working right now. It is.
Is it safe to assume that we'll see some speed improvements between now and the production version?
There's still probably 100 more updates that are going to be done before this hits the road. You're looking at a very early rendition of the navigation system here. We're working through a lot of different details with that still.
Are you going to be doing both 2D and 3D mapping here?
Yeah, it does the 3D mapping. Our driver information center controls on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So it's basically like a joystick, a 5-way joystick. So you've got up, down, left, right, and push to select. You also have volume up, volume down, and then you also have previous and next. Okay. And depending on what mode you're in, this might be previous and next for your favorites, or it might be previous and next for your track. Okay. If you're in media. Okay. So it does multiple things. So what you got here is the enhanced layout. So this is for that customer that kind of likes to have a lot of information up, and they're more high tech, and they like to see everything that's going on in the system. So I can toggle over between these 3 zones using the steering wheel control. And say on the right hand side, I want to have maybe instantaneous fuel economy shown. Over on the right, I don't know, what do we want? Battery voltage. I don't know. Maybe there's someone out there that wants battery voltage or oil life. They want to see the oil life, so they can leave those up while they're driving. And they also have fuel range. They'll have a navigation map and digital speedometer there in the center. Cool. But let's say you want to go to a very simple layout. You can see here we've got it in our settings menu where you can alternate between 4 different layouts.
Right.
So if I go to simple here, it'll do a quick little animation, little transition. Really nice dynamic graphics. And how much simpler can you get than this? You've got a digital speed, and you've got your fuel range.
Right.
And then if you do have any of your now playing stuff, will be shown on the left-hand side, which in this case is Pandora. If you want that more classic look, we call that the balanced layout. So you can select that. It'll do another little animation. It'll bring in these classic dials. For those that are more comfortable having more of that classic look. So you got your tack, your speedo in the center, and you can go over to the right and actually get out of this. I went back to simple here. I'll go back to balanced. Back out of those settings, and then I can alternate again to the left and to the right, and then I can toggle if I want to see my phone list. It does this. It does this cool little animation where I can go through my phone list or my recent calls.
Can you have the navigation information pop up there as well?
Yep, that's this here. I don't think we're in a route or anything like this, but it would give you a turn by turn.
Okay, gotcha.
Would pop up in that quadrant on the right-hand side.
Makes sense.
So go back to settings in the center, do our display layout, and if you're the type of person that wants a performance setting, you get these cool little dials. We've got kind of the red highlight, make it more aggressive looking. A much larger tack on the left-hand side, and you can also get, if I back out of that, you can also get some vehicle information, and we can kind of toggle through some of that vehicle information, and it does a little transition with an actual 3D car in the cluster. I can't tell you what car that is.
No, it's okay. It's pretty obvious though.
But you can kind of transition between all the different views. So that's a polygonal model. It's an actual 3D rendered object. Right in the cluster there. So it's running right on our hardware live, real time.
Now, one of the things we saw in the demo when that was released was kind of a swiping gesture for navigation. Can you show that off?
And then it's a two-finger gesture.
Your location is not on a known road.
So we're not on a known road right now, but what happens is it comes up in your cluster there, and you can dismiss that. And now if I go to navigation, this is just a placeholder, but then that would then show my upcoming maneuvers then for navigation.